that transformational journey, Sad Sangat Ji, is a lovely journey. It's a great journey. Because when we go on that journey, we get so much love from Guru Sahib Ji. Guru Sahib Ji come and they grab our arm. We take that one step forward. Guru Sahib Ji comes 10,000 steps forwards and grabs us, and they bring us closer to them. And Sad Sangat Ji, this is a transformational journey by singing, by listening and understanding, and then implementing those changes. We can really become one with Paramatma, and we can really get closer to our Guru. एक ओंकार सतनाम करता पुरख निरभਉ निर्वैर अकाल मूरत अजूनी सैभं गुर प्रसाद जप आद सच जुगाद सच है भी सच नानक होसी भी सच एक ओंकार सतनाम करता पुरख निरभਉ निर्वैर अकाल मूरत अजूनी सैभं गुर प्रसाद जप आद सच जुगाद सच है भी सच नानक होसी भी सच एक ओंकार सतनाम करता पुरख निरभਉ निर्वैर अकाल मूरत अजूनी सैभं गुर प्रसाद जप आद सच जुगाद सच है भी सच नानक होसी भी सच एक ओंकार सतनाम करता पुरख निरभਉ निर्वैर अकाल मूरत अजूनी सैभं गुर प्रसाद जप आद सच जुगाद सच है भी सच नानक होसी भी सच एक ओंकार सतनाम करता पुरख निरभਉ निर्वैर अकाल मूरत अजूनी सैभं गुर प्रसाद जप आद सच जुगाद सच है भी सच नानक होसी भी सच वाहेगुरु 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 सतनाम श्री वाहेगुरु जी। एक मन पुरख ध्याय बरदाता संत सहार सदा बिख्याता तास चरण लै हृदय बसावो तो परम गुरु नानक गुण गावो किछ रूप नहीं किछ जात नाही किछ ढंग न मेरा क्या मोल है बोले गुण बेहूण नाम जपया ना तेरा हम पापी संग गुर उपरे पुन सत गुर केरा डंडोत बंधन अनक बार सर्ब कला समरथ डोलन तेरा खो प्रभु नानक दे कर हथ ज्ञान ध्यान किछ कर्म न जाना सार न जाना तेरी ਸਭ ਤੇ ਵੱਡਾ ਸਤਿਗੁਰ ਨਾਨਕ ਜਿਨ ਕਲ ਰਾਖੀ ਮੇਰੀ ਸਭ ਤੇ ਵੱਡਾ ਸਤਿਗੁਰ ਨਾਨਕ ਜਿਨ ਕਲ ਰਾਖੀ ਮੇਰੀ
ਥਾਪਿਆ ਨਾ ਜਾਏ ਕੀਤਾ ਨਾ ਹੋਏ ਆਪੇ ਆਪ ਨਿਰੰਜਨ ਸੋਏ ਜਿਨ सेव्या ਤਿਨ ਪਾਇਆ मान नानक काव्य गुनी निदान काव्य सुनिए मन रखिए पाओ दुख पर हर सुख कर ले जाए गुरमुख नादं गुरमुख वेदं गुरमुख रहया समाय गुर ईसर गुर गोरख परमा गुर पार्वती माय जय हो जाना आखा नाही कहना कथन न जाए गुरा एक देह बुझाए सबना जिया का एक दाता सो मैं विसर ना जाए थापिया ना जाए कीता ना होए।
ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕਾ ਖਾਲਸਾ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕੀ ਫਤਿਹ। ਧੰਨ ਧੰਨ ਸਤਿਗੁਰੂ ਸ੍ਰੀ ਗੁਰੂ ਗ੍ਰੰਥ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਜੀ ਮਹਾਰਾਜ ਜੀ ਦਾ ਲੱਖ ਲੱਖ ਸ਼ੁਕਰਾਨਾ ਹੈ ਜਿਨ੍ਹਾਂ ਨੇ ਇਹ ਸਮੇਂ ਇਹ ਮੌਕੇ ਲਿਆਂਦੇ ਹਨ ਜਿਨ੍ਹਾਂ ਦੇ ਚਰਨਾਂ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਦੇ ਦਰਬਾਰ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਬੈਠ ਕੇ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਦੀ ਸਿਫਤ ਸਲਾਹ ਬਾਣੀ ਦੇ ਨਾਲ ਜੋੜ ਸਕਦੇ ਹਾਂ। ਸਾਧ ਸੰਗਤ ਜੀ, we are so fortunate to be able to come into the Guru's darbar and to be here and listen to Gurbani, be immersed in Kirtan and Katha, and be immersed in the energy and the power that Satguru Siddhi Guru Granth Sahib Ji Maharaj sends to all of us. Sadh Sangat Ji, over the past few weeks we've been covering the first few pauriyan of Sri Japji Sahib Ji da Path, and in this Bani we've learned quite a few things so far and how Guru Nanak Dev Ji Maharaj is interacting with those Siddhs that are on that Sumer Parvata, that mountain. And these Siddhs, Sadh Sangat Ji, are from a Brahman lineage. They're effectively Hindu Brahmins. And they have a firm belief that Paramatma, that God, is spread across the three deities of Shivji, Vishnuji and Brahmaji. And they see them as the three trinity of holy God deities that are part of the Hindu faith. And when Guru Nanak Dev Ji Maharaj is interacting with them and engaging with them and explaining to them that actually there is one Paramatma, one Vaheguru, one Akal Purkh, one God that sits above them three as well, and they are subservient to that one Paramatma, the Siddhs are finding that a little bit hard to believe. As you can appreciate, Maharaj is rocking their fundamental belief in what they know. And when someone does that to any of us today or tries to question our faith, we still have to be strong in what we're trying to say. We will ask many questions as well to understand better. So Sadh Sangat Ji, the Siddhs are asking Guru Nanak Dev Ji many questions. Even though Guru Nanak Dev Ji has explained Ik Oankar and taken them through the Mool Mantar and explained about Vaheguru Ji and how Vaheguru Ji cannot be eulogized, they cannot be explained because they are so vast and so powerful and so great, the Siddhs still have many questions. And in this Pauri, Guru Nanak Dev Ji Maharaj answers more of their questions. The Siddhs are now asking Guru Nanak Dev Ji that is Paramatma, is that one divine, is they what we call Nadi or are they Bindi? Nadi meaning, have they been given a seat? Have they given this authority, this power from a spiritual master who is above them? Have they learned this knowledge from somewhere? Have they come from another teacher who's taught them these things? Or have they got a mother and father from whom the father has passed down this authority, this seat, this power, who's given them this energy? Have they come from those kind of areas? Have they come from a master, or have they come from a mother and father? A master giving someone that authority is called a Nadi, and if they're coming from a mother and father, they're called a Bindi. Like a mother and father would get together to have a child. In the same way, the Siddhs are asking the question, has Vaheguru, has Paramatma come as a child from a mother and father? And Guru Nanak Dev Ji Maharaj is starting to answer these questions. Hanji.
Thaapia na jaay keetaa na hoay.
Thaapia na jaay. This is the first part of this bhakti. In Punjabi, when we say that a master has kind of got their students, and their students or their disciples have now earned their, let's say, their position or their post, or they've got that next seat of authority from that master. ਆਪਾਂ ਪੰਜਾਬੀ ਚ ਆਪਾਂ ਕਹਿੰਦਾ ਉਹਨੂੰ ਥਾਪ ਦਿੱਤਾ, ਥਾਪੀ ਦੇਤੀ. They're giving them, thaapi translates to in English like a pat on the back, right? But it's like giving them the blessing. Has a master given them Vaheguru Ji and blessing? And Guru Nanak Dev Ji Maharaj is answering that question saying Thaapia na jaay. That Paramatma hasn't been Thaapia, hasn't been instilled, hasn't been installed in their seat. They haven't been given this authority or this power from any master as such. They are the one and only pure master themselves. Thaapia na jaay. And then they ask, so they've answered this question about are they nadi? They are not nadi. The question about are they bindi? Have they come from a mother and father? Have they been put together by a male and a female coming together to have a child? Have they come through that process? And Guru Sahib Ji is saying, keetaa na hoay. That they haven't been created, keetaa. They haven't been created in any way, shape or form. They are the one and only Paramatma who have manifested themselves. They are what we would say, se-pang, as we covered it in the Mool Mantar already. They are self-illuminated. They are self-energized. They're not like a light bulb that requires electricity to turn on. They are on, and they were made themselves. They've come from themselves. What does this mean for us? Even though Guru Nanak Dev Ji Maharaj is explaining this to the Siddhs, Guru Nanak Dev Ji is explaining to us that Akal Purukh Vaheguru Ji is beyond our understanding. We cannot understand and fathom the greatness of Paramatma. Or Thaapia also means to understand. We can't understand Paramatma. We are not capable of doing that because Paramatma is so vast. How are we going to understand the greatness of that Akal Purukh Vaheguru? And keetaa na hoay. But keetaa also means to strive. Even if we strived to be able to try and understand Paramatma, it's not going to work. We can try and try and try. It's just not going to get us there because Paramatma is so vast and so big, so unfathomable. It's beyond our comprehension. Hanji.
Aapay, aap, niranjan, soay.
So the next questions the Siddhs are asking Guru Nanak Dev Ji, they're saying, is Vaheguru Sutantar or are they Patantar? Sutantar means, effectively, are they independent? Are they looking after themselves? Are they, as it says, independent? And Patantar means, are they dependent? Are they reliant upon someone or something? And Guru Nanak Dev Ji is answering this question saying, Aapay, aap. They are themselves. They are all themselves. They are self-sufficient. They are sutantar. They look after themselves. They have their own energy. They are themselves. Aapay, aap. And then niranjan, soay. And niranjan answers the next questions that the Siddhs are asking. Siddhs are asking Guru Nanak Dev Ji Maharaj ke, is Paramatma within Maya or outside of Maya? Is Paramatma, is Vaheguru Ji within that illusion or delusion of Maya, or are they beyond Maya? Even though we've covered this in the Mool Mantar, Guru Nanak Dev Ji is repeating this again for us, saying they are niranjan. Niranjan is two words put together. Nir means without or not, it's like a negative. And anjan means Maya. It can also mean like a dog or a stain. And Guru Sahib Ji is saying that Paramatma is niranjan. They are without Maya. They are above Maya. They are beyond Maya. They also have no blemish. They have no stain. They have no dog. Paramatma is pure. They are an embodiment of the truth that can never be destroyed. They are niranjan, soay. I've just remembered a Sakhi Satsangaji of a time of Bhagat Kabir Ji. And Bhagat Kabir Ji is sat one day and they're meditating and they're calling out Ram, Ram. And they're calling out Ram, 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 Ram. And they're meditating on the word of Ram as their mantar. And along comes a devotee of Krishna Bhagwan Ji. And this devotee comes to Bhagat Kabir Ji and he sits by them and he says to Bhagat Kabir Ji, why are you praying to Ram? Why are you praising Ram? Why are you meditating on Ram. Ram is the one who lost his wife Sita to Ravan. Why are you meditating on Ram? Why don't you meditate on Sri Har Krishan Ji? Vaheguru Ji, maaf karna. Why don't you meditate on Krishan Bhagwan Ji? Why do you meditate on Krishan Bhagwan? The one whose father is called Nand. And why don't you start meditating on the mantra of Nand ko Nandan? So, just a little bit of history. Krishan Bhagwan Ji, I think you could say they were kind of looked after by a father figure of theirs called Nand or Baba Nandaji in history. And a mantar that this devotee of Krishan Bhagwan Ji was saying to Bhagat Kabir Ji, saying Nand ko Nandan, meditate on Nand ko Nandan, recite that and recite and meditate upon Krishan Bhagwan. And Bhagat Kabir Ji uchar this shabad, and hopefully we can get it onto the screen. They say, Tum jo kahet ho Nand ko Nandan. They're saying, you're telling me to meditate on Nand ko Nandan, on the son of Nand, which is Krishan Bhagwan Ji. You're telling me to meditate on that. Tum jo kahet ho Nand ko Nandan. They're saying, Nand so Nandan ka kore. They're saying, well, you're telling me to meditate on that one, on the father, on the son of Nand. But his father, who is Nand, where has he come from? They're saying, Taran Akas, das dasi. When there was no ether, when there was no sky, when there's nothing that existed, there's no creation, there was no 10 directions, there was nothing. Who was the father of Nand then? Tab eho Nand kaha kore. Who was the father of Nand then? So what they're trying to say to us here, what Bhagat Kabir Ji is saying, is that you're telling me to meditate on a deity of Krishan Bhagwan who had a father figure. But then who was the father of the father? And then who was the father of their father? There's a whole lineage here. So you're telling me to meditate on something that has a whole lineage, who's been born, who's been created from something. But they're saying, but I'm not meditating on that one that is created from something. I'm meditating on the one that is created themselves. They continue in this shabad and they say, Saran pare, sankat nahi pare. They're saying, I'm meditating on the one, sankat nahi pare, who has no trouble, who has no misfortune. Sankat nahi pare, jon nahi aave. The one who is not even born, naam niranjan jako re. That the one whose naam is so pure. I'm meditating on that one. Kabir so ko swami. They're saying that my swami, my Paramatma, my beloved, Kabir Ji is saying, Kabir ko swami, Aso Thakur is that one Thakur. That one Thakur who has no mother and no father. Who has a jake mai na bapore. So Bhagat Kabir Ji is saying to this devotee of Krishna, when I'm calling out Ram, I'm not meaning Ram Bhagavan. I'm talking about Ram as in Parameshwar, as in the one Paramatma, the one divine who's created everything. The one who has created everything, who hasn't been created themselves, they are Sepang. So Guru Sahib Ji explained this to us, and Bhagat Kabir Ji write this in Bani as well. This Shabad is in Gurbani, and this is the history behind this Shabad, about how Bhagat Kabir Ji was also meditating on the one that could not be created, that one who was Thaapia na jaay, keetaa na hoay, Aapay niranjan soay. Hanji.
Jin sevyia paya maan.
Jin sevyia. Maharaj is referencing here seva. And Guru Sahib Ji is explaining to the Siddhs that whoever serves Paramatma, they will get honor. Now let's just break this down a little bit and go into a bit of detail. What is seva? What kind of seva is Guru Nanak Dev Ji talking about? Satsangat Ji, Gurbani tells us that we can do seva in 3 ways. From our tan, our man, and our tan. So tan meaning our body, physically, through our man, through our mind, and through our tan, which is our wealth. So we can do seva in those 3 kinds of ways. So through your body, it could be doing seva as in, for example, langardi seva, or doing something physical that requires your hands and your feet. It could be doing anything that requires Guru Sahib Ji seva from your physical body. You could be doing seva through your man. And that could be like reading Gurbani, Mantar, Vaheguru Gur Mantar. It could be meditating. It could be doing Simran throughout all day and all night. That's from your man, from your heart, is resonating with Paramatma. And another way you could do seva is through your tan, through your wealth. By donating your wealth to the Gurdwara Sahib, or helping Sanghatan through your wealth, or doing something for the Panth through your wealth. That's doing seva as well. I'll give you an example of, we see many examples of people meditating, doing bhakti, like Bhagat Kabir Ji. They're doing seva of Vaheguru by doing their mandi bhakti, by doing bhakti through their man. But through wealth, a Sakhi that came to my mind earlier was about how Todar Malji was a very wealthy Gursikh, and Todar Malji wanted to buy that bit of land to do this Antam Sanskar of the Chote Sahibzade and Mata Gujar Kaur Ji. And Todar Malji had to go to Wazir Khan and actually buy that land. And what he did to buy that land was he sold all of his business, all of his wealth he gathered. He was a very wealthy trader, Todar Mal, very, very wealthy. But he wasn't attached to his wealth. And look what Todar Malji did. They sold everything that they had and got the gold coins, and they had to stand them on their edge on that bit of land in order to buy it. And as much land as their wealth could buy, with all of them gold coins, all of their wealth, that was the land that was used to do the Antam Sanskar of the Chote Sahibzade and Mata Gujar Kaur Ji. That was how Todar Malji used their wealth to be able to do that seva. Very similarly, of a similar time, and we remember this great Gursikh who actually gave their life and their family's life to do the seva of the Chote Sahibzade by giving them milk. Baba Moti Ram Mehra Ji. Their Karwale, their wife, their Mahal, sold all of their jewelry just to be able to bribe the guards to be able to get past them to give the milk to the Chote Sahibzade. So this is a seva as well. So Sad Sangaji, Guru Sahib Ji explaining to us that through our tan, our man and our tan, we can do seva of Paramatma. And when we do that seva, we get honor, we get maan. Jin sevyia, tin paya, maan. What is that honor? Honor can be a worldly honor, that the world will remember, will honor that Gursikh for what they did. And honor can also be spiritual honor. Honor in the sense of being able to go to Paramatma and get into Sachkhand, achieving and merging with the One. That is an honor as well. So through doing seva, Guru Sahib Ji is explaining to the Siddhs, by doing seva, meditation is also a seva of Paramatma. Some people sometimes ask a question to say, well, how do we serve Vaheguru Ji? How do we serve the One? How do we do the seva of the One that you can't see? By praising that One, by meditating upon that One, by calling that One, by remembering that One. That's how we do their seva. And when we're doing that seva, we also become merged into that One and we get that honor. Hanji. Guru Nanak Dev Ji Maharaj explains to us, and they're saying to the Siddhs, Nanak Gavye Guni Nidhan. They're saying, sing the praises of that One. Gavye. Sing the praises of that One who is Nidan, has treasures. Those Guni, the virtues of that One, which is a treasure chest. Can we just, for a moment, just imagine, by singing the praises of Paramatma, Paramatma has so many virtues. Tere kavan kavan gun keh keh gawa, tu sahib guni nidhana. You have so many praises. There's so many guna that you have, Paramatma Ji, Vaheguru Ji. So many great virtues. Which ones do we sing of? How can we sing of those? But if we were to sing of those, that treasure chest, Satsangaji, we start gaining those treasures. We start acquiring those great godly gifts and attributes, like compassion, like patience, like truth, like contentment, like honesty. Sata, Santokha, Daya, Dharam. We get all of that and more. So Guru Nanak Dev Ji is explaining to the Siddhs, but also to us, Nanaka Gavye Guni Nidan. We can get those treasures as well from Paramatma. If we ever feel that we're lacking something in our life, just sing the praises of Paramatma. Sing those praises. Sing that Kirtan. Because that evokes an emotion inside of us. ਆਪਾਂ ਪੰਜਾਬੀ ਚ ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਨਾ ਮਨ ਪਿਘਲ ਜਾਂਦਾ. Our heart just melts when we're just focusing on Kirtan, on a bandish, on a tune, whatever it might be. You could make it up yourselves. You could find a shabad, a pankti that you like, and make up the tune. Sing it. Sing it to your heart's content. Because by singing that tune, who knows what virtues you're going to acquire? Who knows what gifts that Paramatma will bestow upon us all? That is the greatness of singing Kirtan and the greatness of singing the praises of Paramatma. Hanji.
Kaviye suniye man rakhiye pao.
So the Siddhs ask Guru Sahib Ji now that how should we sing? How do we do this singing? You're telling us to sing? Well, how do we do that? Guru Sahib Ji says something very important. Gavye and suniye. And then man rakhiye pao. Let's just break this down a little bit. Maharaj is saying ke gavye, by singing, when you're singing something, listen to what you're singing. Suniye. Gavye and suniye. So important. Because when we're singing, we don't want to just be giving it lip service. We don't just want to be just singing away for the sake of singing. But when we're singing something, listen to what we're singing. That suniye is so important. Because when we're listening, it's actually going into our maan, into our mind. And who knows what's going to happen to our mind when we're listening. So Guru Nanak Dev Ji is explaining to us gavye, then suniye. And then they're saying man rakhiye pao. Now man is our mind, our man. And they're saying that in your man, rakhiye pao, have love and devotion in your heart. Pao means love. This pankti is saying to us many things. This is just one thing they're saying, by singing and then by listening and by in your heart having love. This is one thing. There's another way to translate this pankti. It's almost like a process that somebody could travel on. Maharaj is saying to us the first step would be gavye, sing. And this reminds me of like kirtaniye. When you're learning kirtan, and I've been through this process and I'm still going through it, when you're learning kirtan, and some of the children here are also learning kirtan. When you're learning kirtan, you get given a sheet from your ustad, from your teacher, and you just pick up the notes and you just sing. And you just sing whatever's written on the sheet and you just sing it away. So you're gavye, you're singing away. And then, holy, your state, your avastha becomes such that you'll start to listening to what you're singing. You start to listen to what you're singing. You're paying attention to those words. You're not just learning the words that are on the sheet that your teacher has taught you. You're now listening to those words because that tune has become memorized. You know how to play on the dilraba or the vajja or however you're going to do that kirtan or vocally. You know the tune and now you're listening. And when you're listening, the third step after listening is man. What you're now listening to is now making a bit of sense. You're understanding it and you're embedding it in your man. From that third step, you then got rakhiya. Rakhiya means to actually implement that teaching. So you've sang it, you've listened to it, you've understood it, and now you're going to implement it. You're going to actually make that change in your mindset or in your day-to-day life. Rakhiya. And when you do that, we get pao, we get love. We get more and more love with Gurbani. We get more and more love with Guru Sahib Ji. We get more and more love with Paramatma, with Vaheguru. We love then singing Paramatma's praises. We then love coming into a state of Simran and Samadhi. We enjoy that moment and that energy that we get from that. So this pankti can be actually broken up into those different ways that we can actually go through this process. And it is a process. Let's not for any second imagine that we can click our fingers and overnight we can just transform. That transformational journey, Sadsangaji, is a lovely journey. It's a great journey. Because when we go on that journey, we get so much love from Guru Sahib Ji. Guru Sahib Ji come and they grab our arm. We take that one step forward. Guru Sahib Ji comes 10,000 steps forwards and grabs us, and they bring us closer to them. And Sad Sangat Ji, this is a transformational journey by singing, by listening and understanding, and then implementing those changes. We can really become one with Paramatma, and we can really get closer to our Guru. Hanji.
Dukh par har sukh kar le jaay.
Dukh par har sukh kar le jaay. The Siddhs are asking Guru Nanak Dev Ji Maharaj, okay, so by singing in this way, what's the benefits of doing that? And some of us might say, certainly when we're starting the journey, what is the benefit of us doing this? Why do we go through that process? Why should we do that? Guru Nanak Dev Ji is telling us very clearly. They're saying to us, Dukh par har. Our suffering, our pains, our dukh, whatever that might be, it's just going to go away. It'll be eradicated. Dukh par har. Then what happens? Sukh. We will get happiness. We will get contentment. We will get joy. Dukh par har, sukh kar le jaay. Now, in a materialistic or in a worldly sense, what that might mean is that our worldly dukh, our worldly pain, our worldly suffering may go away, and then we'll get lots of sukh, we'll get lots of happiness, we'll get lots of dunyavi khushiyan. Sukh kar le jaay, we'll bring them home. In a spiritual context, what this means as well is the dukh that we have from the suffering of going through the reincarnation of life and death, of going to be born again and then dying again, born again and dying again. That is a dukh as well, Sad Sangat Ji. We might not feel it sat here right now, but our Atma has had to go through so much just to be able to get this life of a human being. We've covered this before in the other kathas. Just to be able to get this human being life, how much dukh has our Atma had to go through? How much suffering has it had to go through to die and then be born again? This is also a pain that our Atma experiences. And Maharaj is saying to us, that dukh can also be vanquished. That dukh can also go away, and we can get the sukh of not having to be born again. And then we take that to our true home, our spiritual home. Sukh kar le jaay. You take that happiness away with you, Guru Sahib is saying. Just try and get out of this cycle of life and death. And by doing that, can you imagine what that sukh might be like, where our Atma can go to its true spiritual home and meet your true spiritual family, or whatever, whoever they may be? Then this world that we see in front of us, this physical world, will no longer exist. We will be now existing in a spiritual context, in a spiritual plane, where Maharaj will look after us even there. Hanji.
Gurmukh nadan, Gurmukh vedan, Gurmukh rahiya samai.
So Guru Sahib Ji is explaining to the Siddhs that Paramatma, that one, is many, many things. Because the Siddhs are asking the question that if you're telling us how to sing these praises of Paramatma, tell us more about Paramatma. Tell us more about what Paramatma is. Guru Sahib Ji says to the Siddhs, and explaining to us as well, that Gurmukh Nadam. Gurmukh here doesn't mean, in this first context that we'll go through, it doesn't mean Gurmukh as in Guru facing. As we sometimes translate Gurmukh to be the one who's facing the Guru. Gurmukh here means the Mukhi Guru, the Supreme Guru, Paramatma. This is what Gurmukh means here, the Mukhi Guru, the Supreme Guru, the one who's right at the top. That is that Guru, that Mukhi Guru. They're saying Gurmukh Nadam, that this Paramatma, this Guru, this Mukhi Guru is the Nadam, is that sound, is that primal sound. They're explaining to the Siddhs what the Guru is. They're saying that Gurmukh is that Nadam, that Guru is that sound that created the whole energy. Gurmukh Vedam. The Siddhs are asking, well, if Paramatma, if Guru is like Paramatma, that sound, then what about the Vedas? What about all the knowledge that's come in the Vedas? Isn't the Guru like that then? Where have they come from? Where has that knowledge come from? And Guru Nanak Dev Ji is saying Gurmukhan Vedam, that the Guru, the Mukhi Guru, Paramatma, is that knowledge. They are the Vedas. They are the ones who put the Vedas together. They are the ones who give that whole knowledge of all the scriptures. And Guru Sahib Ji continues to say, Gurmukh rahe asamai. That Gurmukh, that Mukhi Guru is everywhere. They're pervading everywhere. They're rahe samai. They are throughout all existence. Like we've said before, Sad Sangat Ji, Paramatma is here right now. Paramatma is in this room right now. Paramatma is within all of us right now. They are rahe samai. Paramatma is everywhere. There's another translation to this Pankti, but we'll come back to this. We'll go through the next Pankti first. Hanji.
Gur Isar, Gur Gorakh, Parama, Gur Parvati Mai.
So the Siddhs are now asking Guru Nanak Dev Ji, well, you know the three deities of Vishnu Ji, Shiv Ji, Brahma Ji. Are you saying that the Guru is bigger than them? Can you explain that to us, the Siddhs are asking? So Guru Sahib Ji, Guru Nanak Dev Ji Maharaj, Satguru Ji, continue to say that Gur Isar. Isar is another word for Shivji. They're saying that the Guru is Shivji. They are just like Shivji, they are above Shivji, they control Shivji. They are that energy. Shivji is that energy of destruction, or what we might even say, the one that delivers. Guru Nanak Dev Ji is explaining to the Siddhs that the Guru is just like Shivji, they are Shivji themselves. They say Gur Gorakh. Gorakh is two words put together, Go and Rakh. Go means the world or the whole of creation, and Rakh means Rakhya or sustenance. So Gorakh is another word for Vishnu Ji, who are known as the sustainer of the whole of creation. Guru Nanak Dev Ji Maharaj is explaining that Guru is also Vishnu Ji, Guru is also Gorakh. And they say Barma Gur. Satsangat Ji, a little bit of Santya notice here. The Vishram, the pause, is on Gur here, Barma Gur. That's where we pause. And they're saying that Barma Gur, that even Brahma, the one who has created everything, the Guru is also that energy as well. Guru is that one who has created everything. And then after the Vishram, we then read Parvati Mai. Now Parvati was the wife of Shivji. And Guru Nanak Dev Ji is answering the question of the Siddhs, because the Siddhs are saying, is the Guru that you're talking about, Guru Nanak Dev Ji, is this Guru also bigger than Parvati, Lakshmi and Saraswati, the wives of the three deities of Shivji, Vishnu Ji and Brahma Ji? Guru Nanak Dev Ji is saying absolutely. They're saying that the Guru is also just higher than Parvati, the wife of Shivji. And Mai here is two words put together, Ma, as in Maya, as in the one of Lakshmi, as in Lakshmi is known to be that goddess who brings you wealth, materialistic wealth, as Maya. And E, the second part of Mai, is that of Saraswati, the one who's the wife of Brahmaji. So Guru Nanak Dev Ji Maharaj is explaining that Guru is also the same as and higher than Parvati and Mai and Saraswati and Lakshmi Ji. Now we've covered this two panktiyan in the sense of what Guru Sahib Ji is saying to the Siddhs. But what does this mean for us? We're going to go back to the Gurmukh Nadam Pankti. We're going to recite that one again. We're going to go through that translation again. Hanji.
Gurmukh Nadam, Gurmukh Vedam, Gurmukh Rahiya Samai.
So here, we can now translate this to be as Gurmukh, as us trying to become a Gurmukh, trying to be a Sikh of the Guru. Guru Sahib Ji is saying Gurmukh Nadam, that the Gurmukh is the one who is joining onto the Nad, the sound of Gurbani. The Nadam, the words that the Guru has given us. This is the teaching for us today. Gurmukh is the one who is merging into the sound of Gurbani, merging into the sound of Kirtan, of Path, of reciting that Bani. And through doing that, we get Gurmukh Vedam. The Vedam means knowledge. We get the knowledge of what Gurbani is telling us. The Gurmukh is the one who's picking up all of that knowledge and consuming that to help them in their life become more closer to Guru Sahib Ji. Gurmukh rahe asamai. And through that process, Gurmukh is the one who is then merged into the one, Rahe Asamai, who's merged into Paramatma, into that one. Hanji.
Gur
So, in the same way we talked about Shivji as being Isar, how does this apply to us? So in the same way that Isar, Shivji, is the god of, or the energy of destruction, of delivering, that energy, that Isar, that Shivji, can be that energy that destroys our inner vices and inner demons that we have. The Kam, the Krodh, the Lobh, the Moh, Ahankar. So Guru Sahib Ji is saying that by joining onto the Guru, that energy of destruction can help us destroy our inner vices, those demons that we have inside of us. And then Gorakh. And then the Guru can provide that sustenance for us to help us on our journey on getting closer to Paramatma. Guru Gorakh. And Burma. And Burma, Guru Sahib Ji will help us through that creation. They will then help us become, through this transformational process, they'll help us create a better life for us. They'll help us become closer to the Guru by destroying our vices, sustaining us on this journey, and then creating a Gurmukh by helping us come out through on the other side of this journey. And then Parvati Mai, and that will help us become just the way that the wives of those deities, of those gods, were so faithful to them, who were so, that Lakshmi Ji was the one who was giving the wealth of the world, and Burma Ji's wife was giving so much more to Burma Ji and the whole of creation. In the same way, Guru Sahib Ji is saying to us that we can also get those blessings from Paramatma. We can get faith to join into the one. We can get faith of the Guru. We can then also get those spiritual gifts like contentment, compassion, truth, honesty, patience. We can get all of that through going on this journey by joining onto Gurbani. So Guru Sahib Ji is explaining quite a lot to us there, just in those two panktiyan of this Pauri. Hanji.
Jai ho jana akha nahi kehna kathan na jaay.
Jai ho jana. The Siddhs are now asking Guru Nanak Dev Ji Maharaj, explain to us a bit more about Paramatma. You've told us so much about how Paramatma is bigger, and just like Shivji and Vishnuji and Brahmaji and their wives, you've explained that Paramatma is above them and just like them. Now explain to us more about Paramatma. Guru Sahib Ji says to us, Jai ho jana. If I was to know about that one, if I was to know so much more about that one, Jai ho jana akha nahi. I can't explain it to you. It's just too much to go through. Paramatma is so vast, like we said before as well. Paramatma is so vast. How do we even explain Paramatma? In the previous Pauri we said about how there's so many people who try to eulogize Paramatma, how by trying to do that Katha, Kathna Kathina Ave Tod, Kath Kath Kathi Koti Kot Kot. There's so many people who try to do the Katha and try to talk about Paramatma, and we just can't do it. And in the same way, Guru Sahib Ji is explaining to the Siddhs again, Jai ho jana akha nahi. I can't explain it to you. There's no way that I can express this to you. Gehna kathan na jaay. That one is just beyond expression. That one is just beyond explanation. How can I even explain that to you? The Siddhs are continuing to ask questions to Guru Nanak Dev Ji. Hanji. Guru Sahib Ji is saying that the Guru has given me this one understanding. This understanding is really important. Gura ik deh bujai. So Guru Nanak Dev Ji might be talking to the Siddhs and saying to the Siddhs that Paramatma has given them this one understanding. But for us, Guru Sahib Ji, Tan Tan Guru Nanak Dev Ji, Tan Tan Siddhi Guru Granth Sahib Ji Maharaj, they're giving us an understanding, a very important point. Hanji.
Sabna jiya ka ek data so main visar na jaay.
Sabna jiya. Sabna means everyone. Jiya, all beings, all of creation, everything that's been created, all of those beings. Sabna jiya ka ek data. Data here, Satsanga Ji, can also mean the Father and also means the one who gives as well. Sabna jiya ka ek data. For all of the beings, everything that's been created, there is one Father, there is one giver who gives everything to the whole of creation, to all of those beings. So main visar na jaay. And may we collectively not forget that one. So main visar na jaye. We sometimes do that ardas, and sometimes we say to Guru Sahib Ji, just in layman's terms, we would say that please don't forget us, and please help us not to forget you. Na visri, na visari, na pulli, na pullai. Maharaj, please don't put us in a situation where we forget you, and please don't forget us. Satsangat Ji, Maharaj is saying to us, by remembering this one thing, that Paramatma, that Vaheguru Ji has given everyone these gifts. Everyone has got some gifts. Those gifts that are dependent upon their karma, as we talked about karma before as well. As Paramatma sees fit, we get those gifts. So may we never forget that Paramatma. May we never forget that one that allows us to wake up on a morning and breathe. That allows us to wake up on a morning and see our family. That one that allows us to wake up on a morning and even sit to meditate and recite Simran and merge into Bani through Nityanem. Let's not forget that one, like we say at the start of every Katha, the one that brought us to the Guru Ghar, the one that was able to help us sit here for these few moments. Satsangat Ji, let's just join into some Simran for a few moments. Let's all sit together. Let's all recite Satanam Vaheguru and remember that one from a place of graciousness, of gratitude, of thankfulness, to say, Maharaj, thank you for everything that you have given us in our families, in our homes, in our lives, and even spiritually. Maharaj has blessed us with everything. Let's all close our eyes and for a few moments, let's all just join in with some Simran. Satnam Vaheguru, Satnam Vaheguru.
Satnam Vaheguru, Satnam Vaheguru.
Uchi deni Satnam Vaheguru, Satnam Vaheguru japo. Satnam Vaheguru, Satnam Vaheguru japo. Satnam Vaheguru, Satnam Vaheguru japo. Satnam Vaheguru, Satnam Vaheguru. Vaheguru, Vaheguru japo. Vaheguru, Vaheguru. 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 ਸਾਧ ਸੰਗਤ ਜੀ, Guru Sahib Ji da lakh lakh shukranna hai. So grateful to Guru Sahib Ji to even allow these few moments to be able to have this opportunity to praise them and say thank you to Guru Sahib Ji, to Vaheguru Ji, for everything that they have given us, for everything that we have today, for being here right now in this moment. Guru Sahib Ji da lakh lakh shukranna. Sad Sangat Ji, ਤੁਹਾਡਾ ਸਾਰਿਆਂ ਦਾ ਵੀ ਲੱਖ ਲੱਖ ਸ਼ੁਕਰਾਨਾ ਹੈ ਜੋ ਹਰੇਕ ਹਫ਼ਤੇ ਆਉਂਦੇ ਹੋ. You come every week to the Katha of Sri Japji Sahib ਦਾ ਪਾਠ. ਆਪ ਜੀ ਦਾ ਸਭਾ ਦਾ ਬਹੁਤ ਬਹੁਤ ਸ਼ੁਕਰਾਨਾ. How you support the seva as well. The seva by all the sevadars who get involved can only happen when the Sangat demand it and ask for it, and only happens when the Sangat support it. Because Sad Sangat Ji, you are the Guru's form, you are the Guru's roop. Guru Sahib Ji sits amongst you right now. You are the Khalsa. Aap ji de haath jod ke more age ho ke I ask for forgiveness for any mistakes that we may have made through today's Katha. If by mistake I have offended anybody or said something wrong to hurt anybody, that was never ever my intention. It's always about love. It's always about sharing the message of Sadhguru Sri Guru Nanak Dev Ji Maharaj. The more we can share it, and even when you go home and share it with your families, your friends, these messages are universal. They apply to everybody, everyone, irrelevant of faith, creed, colour, background, culture, whatever it might be. These are universal teachings that can help all of us as human beings. So Sad Sangat Ji, spread the message of Guru Nanak Dev Ji. You never know who you might even help by telling them some of these messages, some of these lessons that Guru Nanak Dev Ji teaches us. So bhulna chukka maaf karniya Sad Sangat Ji. Please bless us all the sevadars. Please bless me with more of your asisa, that we can continue this seva of the lari of Sri Japji Sahib da part. Deho sajana si sadiyan jiyo hove Sahib sio mel. We'll recite the last two panktiyan of this Pauri and then we'll all do a fateh. Hanji बुझाई सबना जियां का एक दाता, सो मैं विसर ना जाए. वाहेगुरु जी का खालसा, वाहेगुरु जी की फतेह.
Vaheguru, Vaheguru.
If you enjoyed this video, please like, comment, share and subscribe. Please donate and help spread Guruji's message. Link is in the description below. Vaheguru ji ka Khalsa, Vaheguru ji ki Fateh.